working in the spirit of the Golden Empire. This is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Response across the nation to the coronavirus after being declared a pandemic.
Police are investigating a shooting that leaves one man dead overnight. We'll explain.
And a live look inside Kern County's third annual prayer breakfast. Well, good morning. It's 5 a.m. I'm Nicole Gitsky in for Maddie Jansen.
And I'm Alex Fisher, and we're taking a look at your forecast on this Thursday. And it's going to be a nice day here in the Golden Empire. But again, we're kind of gearing up for another day or another storm, I guess. It's headed our way, right, Kev?
Well, we're still under the first storm. It is still to the south of us, and it has the chance of bringing a little bit more moisture our way again today. We didn't see much yesterday, and that's kind of how these systems work when they hang off the coast. But you can see right now we just have the clouds, and mostly cloudy skies expected for today. 54 degrees currently, a northeast wind at 7, and as you look at the day, mostly cloudy at 7 a.m. and a 30% chance of a shower or thunderstorm this afternoon. By 3 o'clock, 72. And then for Tehachapi, 45 right now, and east-southeast wind at 8. And as we take a look at the day, 40s to start, right near 60 this afternoon. You also have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms in there. And we are tracking another storm, but when will it arrive? I'll have more on that coming up in just a little bit, Alex.
All right, Kev, thanks so much. And let's take you outside for the first time this morning to the intersection of Rosedale at Mohawk. And as you can see, things are looking pretty good on that side of town. It's pretty quiet out there. And we're looking at the rest of your commute across Kern County, and it's all looking pretty good for the most part. We'll keep you updated throughout the morning. We'll have another look coming up in about 15 minutes. It is 5:01 now. We begin this morning with breaking news overnight. Tulare County public health officials confirmed the county's first case of COVID-19. Tulare County is just north of Kern and includes Visalia and Porterville. Health officials say the person is stable and they believe the virus was contracted out of the area. This is the third coronavirus case in the Central Valley. There are still no cases of the coronavirus here in Kern County. Meantime, Kern County public health officials say they are monitoring locals who traveled recently, but say no one has shown any symptoms. School districts tell 17 News they're following public health guidelines. At Bakersfield College and CSUB, on-campus classes have not been canceled. The Public Health Department encourages everyone to wash your hands, cover your cough and sneeze with a tissue, and stay home if you are sick.
In an update on the coronavirus this morning, the World Health Organization is officially labeling the outbreak a pandemic. In the U.S., there are now more than 1,200 confirmed cases of the virus. In California, there are 138 cases and 4 deaths reported. There were 2 more cases confirmed yesterday, one in Ventura County and a second in Riverside County. And overnight, Governor Newsom is recommending the cancellation of gatherings of more than 250 people statewide. This includes stadiums, arenas, conference rooms, cafeterias, among other venues. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles City Council Committee canceled its meetings through the end of the month. And in the Bay, San Francisco, Santa Clara County, and now Oakland have banned gatherings of more than 1,000 people. Many colleges in the Bay Area have also moved classes online because of the coronavirus. And to see all local coverage of the coronavirus outbreak, just go to kget.com. You can find our new webpage under the News tab.
Across the nation, organizations are canceling or postponing events because of COVID-19. The NBA has decided to suspend the rest of the season, and Coachella is postponed until October. So what, if anything, is getting put on pause here in Kern County? Honor Flight Kern County announced it will postpone the flights to Washington, D.C. planned for April. However, its monthly breakfast will still happen unless things change. Garza's Memorial High School announced a slew of changes yesterday directed by the Diocese of Fresno. The His and Hers Catholic Teen Conference is canceled. The school also canceled a trip to Spain and Portugal scheduled for Easter break. Student athletes will not be playing in any events against teams from the Los Angeles area or Bay Area.
And due to the concerns over the coronavirus, the Kern High School District says its school's athletics teams can no longer travel outside the county. The district tweeted the restriction does not yet apply to the East High School girls basketball team, which is set to play in a CIF state championship tournament game in Sacramento on Friday. The team won the Division V Southern California Regional Championship Tuesday to advance to the state championship game against Branson. KHSD said CIF officials will announce a decision on the remainder of the state tournaments this morning.
And just a reminder, here are the symptoms of the coronavirus. It includes a fever, a dry cough, meaning there won't be mucus, fatigue, and shortness of breath. Less common symptoms include aches and pains, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, and diarrhea. Meantime, remember, the flu is also going around, especially here in our community, and those symptoms are similar, but muscle and joint pain, a runny nose, and headache will be more common for the flu. Also keep in mind, a lot of people are experiencing allergies. Those symptoms include sneezing, coughing, itchy eyes, and a runny or stuffy nose.
Well, around the state, one teen killed, another injured after a shooting broke out at a mall in Stockton, California. Police say it happened inside of the Sherwood Mall food court just before 9 last night. One teen was pronounced dead at the scene. One other was transported to the hospital. No word on how that teen is doing. Police haven't released any suspect descriptions. An investigation is ongoing.
A man is dead this morning after a shooting in Southwest Bakersfield overnight. I want to show you some video of the scene. Bakersfield police responded to the 4100 block of Whitegate Avenue near Acres Road around 8:15. That's where officers found a man with gunshot wounds. That man was taken to the hospital but later died. BPD says 2 male suspects ran from the scene heading south. An investigation into the shooting is still ongoing. We'll be sure to bring you the latest information as it comes into our newsroom.
And 2 people are behind bars this morning after BPD shut down an illegal gaming operation. Here's a picture. Last night, officers responded to the gaming facility on 8th Street. Officers found 3 different gaming tables and 6 different computers, all set up for illegal gaming. There was also more than $2,500 at the location. 2 people, Arlene Castillo and Marcelino Villa, were arrested.
5:07 now, and the 3rd annual Catholic Prayer Breakfast is about to get underway.
17's Taylor Schaub is there live this morning with more details. Welcome back. Well, Chick-fil-A announced it will begin selling its sauces in bottles. It's the first time the fast food restaurant will dive into retail sales. Starting this April and May, customers will be able to purchase 16-ounce bottles of Chick-fil-A's signature Chick-fil-A and Polynesian sauce. They will be available in all Florida, Publix, Target, Walmart, and Winn-Dixie stores. Profits will be donated to the Chick-fil-A Remarkable Futures Scholarship Initiative, which helps team members pay for college.
All right, so I got to ask you, because there are several sauces in, at fast food restaurants and stuff that I do like. Any favorites?
I don't really think about it.
Big Mac sauce? I mean, I think it's just Thousand Island, but that's tasty.
Hey, okay, Victor's, their cilantro sauce, which apparently you can buy by the pint, is incredible.
Huh? I'll have to pay attention.
Yeah, I'm a sauce guy.
Well,
I like sauces on items and stuff.
My only sauce is ranch. I have to have ranch on everything.
Oh, come on! There's
I'm
gotta
just
be more
saying,
than that.
I like ranch.
Do you
ranch
ever actually? I'll also do a little concoction, and I'll put mayonnaise and tapatio, mix it together, kind of like a chipotle sauce.
Yeah, that sounds disgusting.
It's pretty good.
I like ranch and ketchup because you make your own fry sauce. But anyway, all right, we digress. Let's talk about your forecast. And we have some clouds out there. And again, just deal with me this morning. I'm still dealing with whatever this is, this allergy thing. Yeah, so Alex has got my back this morning if I fail. 53 on the temperature. A northeast wind at 6 miles per hour right now. And overnight, 54. So still above where we should be this time of year. Normal high, 68. And as we take a look at other temperatures, you can see 40s and 50s to start. And then 40s into the mountains right now. And we take a look at the satellite and radar. And we are still tracking that system that did bring some rain. Not so much yesterday. It stayed more to the south and east. It is pushing off. But, excuse me, can't rule out a chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. 73 in Sacramento, 76 in Fresno, and then 60s down to the south. And here's a look at the big picture. And again, the area of low pressure is still going to bring in some moisture into Southern California today. A little bit of ridging behind it. We have an area of low pressure here, but we're going to see a cutoff low that will affect us in the next storm. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. Here's a look at our 18-hour futurecast. And it doesn't bring a lot in here today, if anything. It'll be over the Frazier Park area and over the mountains and then out in the desert. But always can't rule out a chance coming into the valley. And you can see that slight chance of a thunderstorm throughout the day. In terms of rain, this is the next 24 hours. And again, we could see right around 1,700 of an inch if we see one of those little cells that develop and push on in. Other than that, into the mountains, you can see the desert, Mojave, right near 1 inch. And we take a look at the Futurecast model, and this is the system we've been tracking. This is the next one that comes in by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And you can see it's going to ride right along the coastline, swing that moisture in. This is Wednesday through 11 p.m. Here's a look at our forecast totals for Sunday through Wednesday. And again, it's going to be a soaker. Right now, models suggesting between 1/2 and 1 inch in the valley, and that'll be the same for the mountains. And as we take a look at the air quality for today, excuse me, going to be good, the AQI at 42. And I think I'm going to actually let Alex kind of just read the numbers for this afternoon. At least they gave you the meat and potatoes, right?
Yeah, you did. All right, so let's take a look at what your forecast is going to look like for the valley here today. You're going to see pretty much the low 70s for the most part, 72 for Bakersfield, 71 in Shafter, 71 in Wasco, and then up into Delano, 72. As we take a look at your forecast for the mountains, you're looking at the high 60s for the Kern River Valley. And in Tehachapi, you're looking at 60 degrees, 58 in Salient Springs, down in Frazier Park, 54. And out into the desert, you're looking at 70 degrees in Ridgecrest, 67 in California City, 67 at Edwards, with, of course, a slim chance for a thunderstorm. As we expand it out over the next 7 days, as you see, we have a 30% chance of a rain shower and thunderstorm activity possible throughout today. So just keep that in mind. Again, very low possibility here. Then we kind of dry things out on Friday and Saturday, but then, like Kev said, the chance of rain returns on Sunday, and then we see higher chances starting next week. And then in the mountain forecast, again, same scenario for the most part, but take a look at the snow levels starting next week. This is going to be a colder system, which means that we're going to see those snow levels drop a little bit, which means that we're going to be taking a look at passes here coming up next week. So keep that in mind. Sunday, though, looks like you should be pretty clear, right, Kev? If you're going to be traveling over the Grapevine?
Yeah, right now it doesn't look like the grapevine will be affected with these snow showers, but we are going to watch the snow levels carefully. Okay. So it doesn't look like a major snow event, not high accumulations, but snow levels will definitely drop.
All right,
We're going to go back and forth this morning.
Okay, well, we should also explain the reason why is, you don't have, you're not sick.
I've consulted with my doctor, and what I have is a little bit of bronchial spasms taking place, and so it kind of cuts off my airway as I talk a lot. So, yeah, I know there's been the concern of, the coronavirus going around. No. I don't have anything. I don't have a fever, nothing like that. Just a little bit of bronchial spasms with the allergies around the air. So Alex will be helping.
We can deal with that.
We can all deal with that.
Exactly.
All right, thanks,
I feel great.
All right. Let's get another check of your morning commute and take you outside one more time and show you how the commute is shaping up. Here's a look at the 99 near 7th Standard. Actually, this is Airport Drive. And as you can see, it's looking pretty clear on that side of town, and everything else around the county, for the most part, is looking pretty good. There is one crash being reported on South Edison Road, but there are no injuries reported here, so that is good news, and we'll keep you updated if anything changes on that crash. Other than that, it's all looking pretty good. We'll have another check coming up in just a few. All right, it is 5:16 now, and coming up we'll have more news. But first, let's take a look at your sunrise sketch, and this is from Kiera at Almondale in the POP room. A beautiful sketch here from Kiera, and very vibrant colors, too. Thanks so much.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back. Your time now is 5:18, and the third annual Catholic Prayer Breakfast is about to get underway this morning.
Thousands are expected to descend on St. Francis Church in downtown Bakersfield for a morning meal and service. 17's Taylor Schaub is live at the church this morning with a preview of the event. Taylor?
Good morning, Nicole and Alex. That's right. The goal of this third annual event is to bring unity to Catholics around Kern County. And joining me right now is the chairwoman, Margie Soper. And Margie, thank you for joining us, first of all, this morning. Why did you guys establish this?
Really just to bring unity to the Catholics. We participate in our parishes and worship there every Sunday and during the week, and which is a really important part of our community, to be in a small parish community. However, it's just nice once in a while to come together and see out there that there are a whole bunch of us others that are doing the same thing and the same purposes, and just be together and pray and celebrate.
How has it grown over the last 3 years?
We started off small. Our first goal, the first year we did it, we thought if we get 200 people, we're going to be excited, and we had 400. And then last year we had almost 600, and this year we're expecting about 500. So it's been pretty good. Yeah.
500 people coming out this morning. There's going to be a rosary, then there's going to be mass, and then, of course, breakfast. And you mentioned earlier to me there are still tickets available. How can people get those?
There are. If they just come to the door to the youth center after the mass, we're going to have a person standing there ready to assign them a table, and I think we have about 20 to 25 tickets still available.
Okay. And then for the Rosary and the Mass, we have a special guest speaker today. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Bishop Brennan is coming down from Fresno. He's the Bishop of the Diocese of Fresno, which includes Kern County, and he will be celebrating the Mass as well as the keynote speaker at the breakfast. And he was actually here last year as a guest. He had just been appointed to come here. He had not taken over yet, and we invited him as a guest. And he spoke, did the homily, and everyone loved him. So we thought, okay, we're going to invite him back. So he'll be giving an address to everybody, and we're anxious to hear what his message is.
Very exciting. Well, it all kicks off at 6 a.m. this morning with the Rosary, and then, of course, the Mass at 6:30 and the breakfast starting at 7. Tickets still available. Just come to the door. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right,
Taylor,
Taylor.
for that.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Well, the girlfriend of a firefighter killed in the Porterville Library fire last month has a special request of other departments. In a Facebook post, Lucia Huerto said she is asking fire departments, local and beyond, to donate 3 shirts each so she can create special blankets for the 2 children of Captain Raymond Figueroa and another individual who was not named. Huerta says Figueroa's kids like to sleep with their dad's work shirts. In addition to shirts, Huerta says she will also accept coins, patches, and other items. Fire departments can mail donations. Attention Porterville Fire Association at 40 West Cleveland Avenue in Porterville. And if you're looking for another way to help out, you can still donate books to help the people of Porterville after a fire destroyed the city's library last month. The Bakersfield and Kern County Fire Departments are collecting donated books at all fire stations through Saturday. 2 farming companies in Tulare are also collecting books to restock the library.
Now to an update on a story we brought to you yesterday. The bicyclist who died in northeast Bakersfield has been identified. The victim's daughter, Vanessa Navis, says her father died after the crash at the intersection of Union Avenue and Columbus Street. Now you're looking at the aftermath of the crash. The police department says the driver was asleep at the wheel and went into the intersection against the red light. BPD says the driver woke up and overcorrected, going onto the sidewalk and hit a man on his bike. A truck ran into the car after the crash, but neither driver was hurt. Police released the driver, but they are handing the case over to the district attorney's office once they finish investigating. The victim's daughter has set up a GoFundMe page to help with the funeral cost. You can find it on our website, kget.com.
Well, happening today, you can start expecting your census forms to arrive in the mail today. The Census Bureau will begin mailing out forms today. The Bureau held a breakfast yesterday to talk about how it's making sure the count is accurate. They encourage everyone to fill out the questionnaire because it affects funding from the money that goes to state government to local schools. You can also answer the census over the phone or online. Just go to 2020census.gov for more information. The census day is April 1st.
5:23 now, and the DEA just pulled off a major crackdown on dangerous and powerful drug cartels in San Diego.
More details on the huge seizure when we come back.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back. A highway safety group is calling for more regulations to cover automated driver assistance systems. Those include Tesla's Autopilot and GM's Super Cruise. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety says drivers who use the features stop paying attention to the road. This all comes 2 weeks after a distracted driver was involved in a deadly crash using Tesla's Autopilot system. The organization says more restrictions should apply. One of their recommendations would prohibit automated lane changing. The government has been trying to regulate fully self-driving vehicles, but partially self-driving systems are not currently regulated. GM currently restricts the use of its Super Cruise feature to only select highways. Tesla says Autopilot is intended for use only on highways and limited access roads. As coronavirus continues to spread and the possibility of the first U.S. recession in more than a decade grows, there will be economic winners and losers. As more people get sick and stay home, companies set to launch streaming video services could benefit. Warner Media's HBO Max, NBC Universal's Peacock, and Quibi are all set to debut between now and May. They are 3 newcomers to an already crowded space. Streamers could see a significant subscriber boost if Americans are forced to hunker down to slow the spread of COVID-19. Evidence of a streaming boom have already occurred in China, where the virus originated. Peacock is owned by NBC Universal, the parent company of NBC News. Shoppers hoping to try out and make up at Sephora will be facing some major changes. That's because of the novel coronavirus pandemic. All paid and free in-store services at Sephora are suspended. A memo from its CEO, the cosmetics retailer is taking precautionary measures to protect employees and customers. Shoppers instead will be encouraged to learn how to use and apply product on face charts. Or they can try a virtual digital makeover instead. Sephora is also undertaking weekly deep cleaning of its stores and distribution centers. The beauty chain is also waiving shipping fees through March to encourage shopping from home. Employees who feel sick are encouraged to self-quarantine, and they will continue to collect their pay.
Well, coming up in the next half of hour of Sunrise, it's official, the coronavirus is now a pandemic. More on that decision from the WHO, plus the move President Trump is making that could send global economies reeling.